The impact of WikiLeaks on global politics and the reporting of news cannot be overstated. A platform born from the capacity of the internet to facilitate large-scale and anonymous transfers of data, it has enabled whistleblowing on a scale unimaginable and practically impossible in the days of photocopiers and typewriters. It has challenged governments and media organisations alike, revealing corruption within national governments and banks, the under-resourcing of troops on the front line, US embassy diplomatic secrets, membership lists of various secret and not-so-secret organisations, as well as more mundane matters such as Sarah Palin's emails. However, this work has come at great personal cost. At the time of filming, Julian Assange, the founder, spokesperson and guiding inspiration of WikiLeaks, remains in exile in a tiny room in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he has been since June 2012. Assange is resisting extradition to Sweden, where he is wanted for questioning with respect to sexual assault charges on the basis that he fears extradition to the US, where there are multiple grand jury indictments pending against him with respect to leaks published by WikiLeaks. Assange has been the object of death threats and calls for his assassination as an enemy combatant and a high-tech terrorist. Chelsea Manning, formerly US Army Private First Class Bradley Manning, is serving a 35-year prison sentence for her role in leaking classified documents published via the WikiLeaks platform. On 30 July 2013, former Private First Class Manning was found guilty of multiple offences under the Espionage Act, the first time that a whistleblower had been convicted in the US under espionage laws. At the time of the leaks, Manning, then 21 years old, was stationed in Iraq. By her own admission, Manning simply copied the classified files onto a CD she had taken into the room for that purpose and took it with her when she left. Manning was arrested in May 2010 following disclosures made to former hacker Adrian Lamo regarding the leaks. The court-martial was told that Manning was working in an atmosphere of lax security, with passwords being left beside computers on post-it notes and computers containing confidential material being used for computer games and personal reasons. These revelations have resulted in large-scale revisions to data sharing and security clearance arrangements, which had been put in place post 9/11. Part of the criticisms of Manning's actions must therefore be directed at a system that resulted in such a simple but significant disclosure of its supposed secrets. This theme of accountability and transparency of government actions will be returned to in the following weeks of the course. So Manning was found guilty of wrongfully and wantonly causing publication of intelligence belonging to the United States on the internet, knowing that the intelligence would be accessible to the enemy to the prejudice of the good order and discipline in the armed forces, or of a nature to bring discredit upon the armed forces. Wanton publication is a concept previously unknown in the modern media context. The amount of data copied by Manning may have been vast, but this was simply a reflection of the amount of data that is being collected and hosted and notably shared by the US government in this case, but of course more generally, as we know post-Snowden, by governments worldwide, explaining why it was available on a computer accessible by Manning in Iraq in the first place. In making the disclosures, Manning was clearly motivated by conscience rather than any hope of personal reward or advancement. In fact, to suggest that such disclosures were wanton, either on the basis or scale of subject matter, is to overlook the fact that digital technology and network connection by their very nature facilitate the creation and dissemination of big data.